Is this happening to you all the time? Dark Souls 3 doesn't have a shortage of armor or weapons to pick out of, meaning there is quite a few builds that could be challenging to pick from for being the best build in the entire game. And remember, before I go over the builds, this is just my opinion. And if you disagree with me, let me know down in the comments on what build I should make next. For the first build, using the Ring Knight pair of great swords, Pyromancy Flame to cast Flash Sweat. And for the armor, I'm wearing Firelink Helm, Ring Knight armor, Ring Knight gauntlets, and Firelink leggings. The rings, I'm using the Ring of Favor that's at +3, Pavel's Ring +3, Lauranthe Ring +3, Fire Clutch Ring. Ring of Favor to increase my health, stamina, and equip load. Pavel's Ring to increase more of my equip load. Lauranthe Ring to raise my stamina recovery speed, and then Fire Clutch Ring to boost my fire damage. Also lowers my damage negation. But at least he's got a crazy moveset. Yeah. These are not regular ultra great swords. The skill gets a ton of damage. It's Ember. Gets good fire wave, then I'm down to a slam. Which these are like the second best ultra great swords in the game. Some people prefer this to be the best one, but the Lothric Knight great sword is even better. There's 11 ultra great swords in this game. Like I said at the beginning, there's not a shortage of weapons to pick out of, like Demon Souls or Dark Souls 1 to pick out of. I mean, some of the weapon types have kind of the same weapon to pick from, but this, in my opinion, has to be the best. Yeah, that's it. Anyways, that was my first build. Now for the other four. For my second build, got the Irisdal Straight Sword, Black Knight Shield, of course, the best shield in the game. Then Iron Dragon Slayer set, which can be acquired in the Ring City DLC in the swamp. The reason why I picked the Irisdal Straight Sword is because, well, it's Straight Sword. Not just that, ability to deal frostbite damage. Skills on both strength and dexterity, making it good for any quality build. You can get this fairly early on, just by killing the Irithyll warrior before the first bonfire in the Road of Sacrifices. It only requires 12 strength and 14 dexterity. And we'll keep the rings, but we'll switch the Ring of Steel protection for this build so we can get a ton of defense. And yeah, this is the build. And frostbite can be dealt for most of the enemies in this game, like the hollows, and even some of the NPCs as well. Like, yeah, this is just broken. It's not the best straight sword in the game, because the Lothric Knight sword is still better than this. But this is still such a really good straight sword. You can get it so early on. Go check out the build. And this is why it landed in second place out of the straight swords, because it's so good. And then, here's the build I have in second place. Or just my second build. Two more to go. For my third build, keeping a shield and these 3 rings, but this time as Ornstein. Ornstein is the most infamous boss in all of Dark Souls. Even his armor set and spear being involved in Dark Souls 3, the armor set never made it into Dark Souls 2, only his spear. Anyways, the dexterity kind of build, and then you're gonna have the lightning clutch ring, makes this weapon or build really good actually. but it will be weighing 9.5 pounds, which is almost as much as a greatsword can weigh, meaning that this is a really heavy spear. At least it gets this cool lightning charge skill. It's basically charged, but instead it gets a cool projectile that does lightning damage. And since it's a spear, you can attack while you block, which is a very nice mechanic that spears have, and thrusting swords. And I know this is not the best weapon, but still the most fun build in Dark Souls 3 that I've ever made. So yeah, you can take this build if you want. I don't care. It's hands up the most fun build, in my opinion. For my fourth build, I got the Black Knight Sword, Black Knight Shield, whole Lothric Knight set, and Black Knight Sword in this game is pretty good. I mean, the Black Knight weapons are some of the best in all the Dark Souls games, but there's not that much demons in this game. But the Black Knight weapons can do 20% extra damage to demons. Well, there is the Stray Demon, Fire Demon, Demon King, or Old Demon King, and then Demon Prince in the Ring City DLC, which I have beat that DLC. But the Black Knight Sword won't get a poke attack in this game, but it's still gonna do a lot of damage. Oh, it actually gets a poke. That's nice. Just Dark Souls 1 only gets one attack from R2, even if you two-hand it. But I do like how you get this pose as well. Or stance. I think that's why it requires a lot of dexterity. It didn't require that much dexterity, but at least it's still a good weapon. You can tie this up with any build you want. I mean, this is just OP. I'm not gonna say anything bad about the Black Knight weapons. They're just so good. And my last build, probably the most fun build in Dark Souls 3, the Farron Greatsword and the Slave Knight set. Slave Knight Gale does go pretty crazy in all of his phases. I mean, he's just an animal on his first phase, falling on the ground. Well, look what you get to do with the Farron Greatsword. Yeah. It's like the only Ultra Greatsword that does this. It is used by the Abyss Watchers anyway, when it's the first Lord of Cinder you fight in the Farron Keep. Isn't that bad of a weapon, but usually it scales off of dexterity, which is rare for any greatsword in the game, or ultra greatsword, like the Astora greatsword. But the Farron greatsword is good for shroud clearing, even with its moveset. But it will move you forward a lot, even if you don't move, because you jump forward and stuff. But it's not. The skill isn't really that good. It's just the parry, which you can literally parry if you have a fist on your left hand, or even if you have a shield that can parry. But at least you can have the Black Knight shield, the best shield in the game. Then you can still parry, even though you're having high fire resistance and stability as well. So you won't have to worry about anything that's gonna go wrong. This is just so good. Like, I've never seen a weapon like this. But I really thought it was supposed to be a regular greatsword, because, like, I don't know, it just didn't need that much strength. It only weighs 12.5 pounds. I mean, if it was a greatsword, it'd be pretty heavy. But I guess it gets a good moveset. A crazy moveset. Probably the most fun ultra greatsword in the game to use. Anyways, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And remember, I said at the beginning of the video, if you disagree with me, then comment down below.